So if I can work 10 hours a day cleaning, that's 2,200. Why won't I do it? What is your problem? Why won't I do it? I will do it because Hi guys, it's Wode, lilymutamztv, also known as Zambia. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe so that each time I upload videos, you will be notified that Z I post a video. Z has posted a video. Thank you so much for more than 41,000 subscribers. I am ever so grateful that you come to my YouTube channel to watch my videos. In this video, I will be talking about Africans in their diaspora and how they are suffering and how they lie to you that they are comfortable and yet their lifestyles are not so good. That is a story you expect me to tell you, right? Wait for that gist. Before I start, I always like to introduce what I'm wearing, my makeup and everything. For those of you who don't know, I own my own beautiful You cosmetics. I own my own cosmetics line called Beautiful You Cosmetics, BYC Inc. And I have introduced so many lines, and today I just want to tell you that the foundation that I'm wearing on my face right now is from BYC. I'm so excited about that. So this is number 7, which I am wearing on my face right now from Beautiful You. And these are the boxes. So when I was ordering the samples, I first of all asked for a white box, like, white labeling as well. But I've realized, gold is my thing. So I'm changing this to gold. But that's just a sample. Beautiful You Cosmetics is going places. There's so many things that I'm doing, and I'm wearing my lipstick called Rundu. This lipstick is also becoming my best seller. Like I said, I started this business in January 2020 and I have sold so far more than 800 lipsticks. It's all because of the grace of God upon my life, and I'm so grateful. So we are talking about Africans in the diaspora. Let me just say Africans in the UK and America particularly, because these are the two countries which you find Africans saying things about Africans in abroad. They are suffering. All they do is they do shitty jobs. Those are the words that you get, shitty jobs. Recently we even had Kada is now an MP, Bowman Lusambo, saying that Zambians, they pose for you on social media, but all they do is cleaning toilets in order for them to carry on living abroad. Now, here's the thing. I've received a lot of requests. People send me messages, tons of messages of how they can come to the UK. They want to come to the UK. Can I get them a job? How did I get to the UK? They also want that opportunity. Well, things have changed from the time I got to the UK, and obviously I've been here 16 years now. But from the time I came here, lots of things have changed. Immigration laws, education laws, everything has changed. When we were coming to the UK, we could easily come through a college. Any college, you pay £2,000 and that college will bring you to the UK and you have a visa. But now everything has changed. The college has to sponsor you, and that college will be responsible for your visa renewal and your exit. Immediately you finish your studies. After you finish your post-study work, I'll link the video below to explain what the post-study work is. It's a new scheme that the UK immigration have started for people who are studying here. So after you finish all those things, you are meant to leave the UK, and the university even writes to you a letter that you're supposed to leave the UK. So things have really changed. Now, I lived, so things have really changed. But obviously that doesn't stop you from coming here to the UK and starting your own life. And others go to America, and at the moment, obviously, we know with the coronavirus, you cannot travel to these countries because everybody is protecting their borders. And I know very soon things will change. Let's think positive about the future. Life is how we make it, guys. Obviously, it's a hard time for everyone. Lots of people have been affected, but life does go on. So please don't worry too much. So the UK is a great place for you to stay. And I know a lot of people will say, oh, UK is hard. All they do is work and pay bills. Hey, they are suffering. Oh, they are paying council tax. No, they live in council house. They don't even live in proper housing. They don't have yards. Those are some of the things you hear. I was once bitter. Me, myself, lilymutamztv. I was once bitter when the system did not favor me because I did not have the papers to stay in this country. I remember even posting on Facebook, I'm going to go back. I just want to go back to Zambia. I'm wasting my time. This place is horrible. And I remember one lady saying, this place is not horrible if you have papers. And I never understood then until I got my papers. You see, when you see people say so many things about how the diaspora is so hard, I always get to wonder, where are they getting this information from? Are they getting this information firsthand from me who's living here, or are they getting information from third party because they've seen their relative is not sending them money, or their relative has never even visited? First of all, if your relative has never ever visited in Africa since they've been here, or wherever they are, whether UK or America, Canada, Australia, just know that they don't have papers. Getting documentation in the diaspora, Western world, is not an easy thing to get. And when these people are toiling hard, sending money to Africa, asking relatives, please help me build a house, help me do this and this, guess what happens? People are chewing our money. People are chewing our money. You send business investments. Please, I'm selling shoes. I'm selling lipsticks. I'm selling so. The next thing, you don't see your money. Now tell me, how would you be motivated as an individual if each time you send money, all you receive is people not helping you at all? I'll give an example of somebody I know from Ghana. This is a real story. I know this guy is a close friend of mine. Him and his brother came up with a deal. Please help me build a house, get me a piece of land. No problem, my brother. And he got a big loan from the banks, £20,000. Now, when he took that loan, he sent the money to his brother, his blood brother, not step, same mother, same father. Asked the brother to help him build the house. The brother changed everything to his name. And this man is now working hard to repay back his loan. And somebody will be there saying, look at Kojo. I'm just giving a name. Kojo is suffering. In the diaspora, that's all they do. All they do is toil hard, and there's nothing to write home about. But remember, this Kojo gave money to a family member, a brother, blood brother, to help him build a house. And what did the brother do? The brother used the money. The brother did his own things with the money. So when people say, people in the diaspora, they are suffering, all they do is pay bills, all they do is do so. You see, the system in the Western world is not about paying bills. I'm telling you this. It's not about paying bills. It depends on the location of where you're staying and your circumstances as an individual. Like I said, if you have papers, you will not go suffer. You won't suffer. If you don't have a house, a house to rent right now, and you have children and you have papers, where will you go? Won't you go to the council to say, please, can you help me? I need a place to stay. I'm homeless. In Africa, you can't do that. 1. 2, when you want to take your children to school, in Africa, you need to pay school fees. Whilst in the diaspora, all we need to do is dress our children up and take them to school. Our own is to buy uniforms, buy them school dinners, and they are in school, and take them to school on time. In Africa, you pay for school fees. Now tell me, what suffering are we suffering, people in the diaspora, when our children go to school for free? They don't pay, not even school fees. Even pens, books, exercise books, they are given in schools for free. They read books for free. They learn computers. They go swimming. The things that they do, these are things that a private school somewhere in Africa will be asking people, bring $2,000, and the children go to school for free. Now, there's an issue of childcare. Oh, childcare is expensive, blah, 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 blah. To tell you the truth, a lot of parents from Africa have worked things out. I've got friends who work day shift. I do nights most of the times. But now that there's this corona going on, I'm working days because my friends are at home, so they can help me and my family as well. Now, they work day shifts. I work nights. So we swap. You help me in the night, I help you in the daytime. You understand? So if you're saying, oh, we are suffering, oh, all they do is work hard, all they do is pay bills, what inspired me to say this? A post of this image. I had shared this image just saying, oh, I'm at work right now raising my money for my business, trying to do the motivational stuff that Lily Mutamz always does. And then people took my picture as I was sharing, and a certain blog posted about me saying, oh, look at her, she's in London right now. The pound is 1 pound is equal to 22 kwacha, but look at her, she's not even wearing a wig, she can afford it, yet people who've never even been on the plane they are saying they want a wig, they want expensive hair. I saw it as humor, I laughed about it, but then one comment got me. It's because she cannot afford to buy Brazilian hair. Tell me, 1 pound right now is equal to 22 kwacha. If I send 100 pounds right now, it's 2,200 kwacha. How many blocks is that? How many cement is that? So you want me to use 200 pounds that will get me cement for my flats, to buy hair to please you because I can't afford it. We can afford any hairstyle. I'm telling you this. Whether someone anyankrata or hasn't krata, that's Ghanaian. You have paper or you don't have paper. You can afford anything. Because people who may not have what it takes, who are maybe even waiting, there's other jobs they can do. Babysit people's children. You understand? And they get something. And I'm talking about the whole diaspora, not just here in the UK. They can walk a dog. You can even walk a dog somewhere and get something. You can plait hair and get money. Imagine plaiting hair, one head, just simple, single place for my children. I'm charged 30 pounds. Now imagine this person is still waiting for their papers, or they don't have their papers. Maybe they're still trying to sort themselves out, or even they don't have a job. And they focus on just doing hair. How many Africans are in the diaspora that need hairdo? This person will make money on hair. And how many children need to always look neat in school? So many. How many adults need to look neat at work? So many. So when we say that, oh, things are hard abroad, me personally, I don't want to create an impression to you that I'm comfortable. The reason being that if I make it clear to you that I'm comfortable, I will have so much pressure. Me personally, I have just put that because the reason why I've done that is because I want to use my monies for investment and not to entertain people, because I've done it in the past. I've said it before. Even Mario's men have asked me for money. Give me money for this. Give me money for this. I love you. I'll marry you. I'll do this and this and this. It's a lie. All they want is the money because you are in the diaspora. Now, If I am focused on what I need to do in this life, I don't need to come and tell you on social media that I am comfortable, I am building, I am doing this and that. No, it's my business, my cup of tea, not yours. Not for you to now start saying, we are suffering, we can't afford to even have Brazilian hair, we can't even afford a decent lifestyle. All they do, those guys, is pay bills. You've never even been. Me, I like to say things practical. So I'll talk about my mother. My mother is one person, if you ever told her to go to the UK or America, wherever to work, my mother will tell you, me, I should go and look after people and be cleaning them and everything. Never. My mother. So when my dad was ill, he went to Chicago, Illinois. And then after that, he died, obviously. They took his body to Zambia. And my mom was meant to bring my son Donnell to the UK for her to now go to America and rest a bit and just think through what has gone on in her life. So me and my uncle, we had a plan that when she goes there, we will find something for her to do. So obviously, everything was sorted out for her, paperwork and everything. So she was in America and she made a lot of money. I'm talking about more than $17,000 in a short period. And she was wondering, why didn't I use this opportunity when I had it for me to build business empires in Zambia? I never knew. That is why my mom, if I tell her, Mommy, I want to come back to Zambia today, my mom will say, stay where you are. Stay where you are. You are better off where you are than you coming here. But before, my mom would say, come home. What are you doing there? All you people do there is work. But now my mom will tell you, stay where you are. Because of being in the diaspora, I've been able to start my own business from the scratch. No help, no investor. These are my foundations, different colors. These are my lipsticks, different colors. I started this business with the money from the diaspora. All you need in this life is to focus on what you desire in life and not pointing at you guys, you're suffering, you guys are doing this and this, you guys are liars, you guys live fake, you guys get houses on mortgage, you guys get cars on credit. Excuse me, even for you to get that house on mortgage, it takes you to have a good credit score, meaning you have a good job that guarantees that you will pay the money every month without fail for that house and that car. And I mean, if somebody is living in a 5-bedroom house in America, I'll use America as an example because America and Canada, they have luxurious houses. If you're living in a 5-bedroom house in America and then you come and say, oh, they're paying for it, they're still paying mortgage. Excuse me. Life is how you make it. It's not about what you expect me to be and be there talking whatever you want to say because to you we are suffering. No, we are not. 1 pound is equal to 22 kwacha. 1 pound is equal to 500, about 500 naira. 1 pound is equal to so much money. How then will you say that we are suffering? Me, for example, I live up northeast of England. In the northeast of England, rentals are cheap. So those who desire to live in London, because London is nice, they want to be in London, they are paying rent $2,000 or £2,000, it's because they want. Because where we live, rent is $400 for a 3-bedroom house. A big house, you can get it even for $500. Big house, rent. The same house, $500 in London is £2,000. So if you are living in London and paying £2,000 rent, and your job is giving you $2,000, let's say $3,000 or £3,000 a month, and after you pay your rent, the rest you pay bill, you remain with nothing. Those are the people you will now say, oh, these people, they are spending so much. All they do is pay bills. And they'll be there and say, oh, London is expensive. London. But that's where they want, because they want to socialize. But if you have priorities like me and say, no, I will live in a place where rent is £400 because I'm focused on raising a business empire. And then I'm working my hours, 66 hours a week, and making my money £300-500 a week. I will do a lot, because if my rent is £400 and I'm able to make 500 plus, I get my tax rebates and all those things, whatever that I can get on top of that. I will make sure I do what I need to do. So I am not suffering. Thirdly, food abroad is cheap. Very cheap. The food that you cannot afford to eat in Africa, because in Africa it's a luxury. In the Western world, it is very, very affordable. So food is affordable. You go to shops like Tesco, Aldi, for example, with 20 pounds, you will have a trolley at least almost full of loads of food, especially Aldi and Lidl, because these are like very affordable European shops. And you have your cereals, all those good foods for your children and yourself, and you have a good life. So we don't work hard, sweat hard, because life here is so hard. All we are doing is working for bills. To be honest, majority of people who work hard, sweating, they are sweating for Africa, not here. Because if I tell myself that I'll just work 20 hours a week and take my children to school and pay my bills, I can live a comfortable life for 20 years and I'll be happy like that and have my small car and live my life. That's the way Oyibo people live. Abasungu, Bazungus, that's how they live here. That's how they live. Just have a job, pay their bills, pay their house and everything. So we are not suffering in a way that life is so hard whereby we don't have anything. I've shared before that the reason why I was homeless was because I didn't have papers. If you have papers in this country, I'm telling you, no council, no local authority will let you down. I'm telling you this. They will look after you, they will help you, they will make sure they support you. If you don't have a job, there's what they call job seekers allowance. There's what you call job center. You go there every time, sign on every week, and they support you until you get a job. You even have priority when there's job opportunities because they don't want you to be jobless. So if you hear that Lilian Mutambo is suffering in the UK, it's a lie. I'm telling you, even the jobs that I do, it's not because I am suffering, there's no opportunity, that's why I want to do this job. I want. And the reason why I want is because I know that if I work for this agency, I work for that agency, I will get the money on a Friday. When I get the money on the Friday, I'll make orders. Can I have 200 of these? Can I have 100 of these? Can I have 1,000 of these? Can I have, you see? But imagine if all you're doing is you are working, and you have no, like say, ambitions. You will never even work so hard. I'm telling you, you will never. You won't pressure yourself. That is why most times when Bazungus, white people are working so hard, I'm talking about England, is because most of them, the UK, most of them, they're working hard for their holidays or to catch up on their bills, but not to work hard because they need to build a house. No, we work hard because we're building. We work hard because we're sending money to people in Africa. Because people lie to us that they are in problems, things are not going well for them in Africa, and because out of pity, we feel pity, we send money, and guess how they pay us back? With insults, with disgrace, with betrayal, instead of doing things the right way. So we are not suffering, actually. We're actually living well. To be honest, those, like I've said, who are suffering is people who don't have documents. When it comes to healthcare, for example, we don't pay. We don't wait for a doctor to receive a balance before the doctor can even say, hi, what's happening with you? The doctor will see you. In an emergency, you call 999, 111, you'll be attended to. That's the reason why we pay our national insurance, our tax, is because we contribute to the society, and that is why these guys here have made sure that anybody who is contributing, who lives here, gets the benefits of what they need to get as somebody who lives here. So, to be honest, don't listen to people who say that we are suffering. My own encouragement would be that as long as you are in the diaspora, Don't look at Africa as a place that you will never go to. Africa is your place. And even if you've been disappointed by your family, by your relatives, because they chewed your money, or they've just, lied to you, and you can't even argue with them because this is your family, don't give up. God will always make a way. What I would say is, wait for your right time when you get your documents. That's what I did. I waited for when I had my documents so that me myself, I can fly there and see to what I'm doing. Not somebody telling me over the phone, I've done this, I've done this, I've done that. We have heard this story worldwide. So many people have been let down. So don't be discouraged when it comes to that. Still think of how you can invest in Africa. Those of you who want to come to the UK or live in America, I would tell you, stay where you are. Stay where you are and develop where you are. It's different. When we were coming 16 years ago, things were better, but now things have changed. If you cannot grab opportunities in Africa now, I've said this before several times, that Africa is where everybody is running to. But if you don't see it, because obviously the government does not give you opportunities, we always blame the government. I've said this before, you can become a YouTuber and be investing in your own country, but people are waiting for the government to create opportunities. That's why they say they would rather go elsewhere. Abroad is for tough people that can work hard. That is why me, with my degree, I don't care. I can do cleaning, I can do anything. People can say I'm cleaning toilets. I don't give a damn, because those toilets have made me think of how I can become an entrepreneur, and not sitting there waiting for somebody from wherever to give me money, because that's a lifestyle of some people in Africa. They have Chite who gives them money for hair, this one for talk time, this one for this one for that, one uncle who help me with rent. It doesn't work like that here. Here you work hard, you pay your bills from your pocket, you do what you need to do from your pocket. So it makes those who are focused to achieve their goals faster than people who are not focused. If you're not focused, abroad is not for you. Because you come here and all you do is, when it's weekend, after you get paid, you go and drink Hennessy. You go and drink Cavosia, you finish your money. You go to Nike, buy shoes, buy clothes, you finish your money. But if you are focused, you have a brain, you know what you want to achieve, you can become a millionaire if you have a brain in this country. I've seen people who are into properties as well. Here, people who do care agencies, like what we're working for. We're working for people who supply us to go and work elsewhere, look after the elderly people. That's big business for you. So others are doing well here in the diaspora. I know a lot of Zambians who are millionaires here. They do property, some they do care business, some own nursery schools, some own driving schools, some different businesses. Nigerians, they own different businesses, different things that you'll be wondering yourself to say, oh wow, so this person is doing this business there. Like I've said before, my focus has always been in Africa, because that's where I want to retire. So whatever I do is for me to prepare myself for me to retire there. So just because we don't mention these things on social media, like I've said, does not mean that we're not doing anything. So please focus on yourself whilst I focus on myself. And if you want to know how do people live in the diaspora, ask us, we will tell you. We will tell you. No child in England will be sent to home. No child in England will be sent home because they've not paid school fees. No child in England will suffer. I'm telling you, for as long as that child is from a baby to 18, that child will never suffer. Even if the parents die, you name it, the child will be looked after. The child belongs to the state, just like even in America. That is why Trump is able to even close the borders, because he knows that he doesn't need outsiders to improve the economy of America. They improve their own economy. So just like here, all the taxes they collect is the money that they use to make sure that the roads are good, the schools are free of charge. So many facilities, libraries are there for us to use free of charge. We don't pay to use a library except when you're printing 10p a copy. All those facilities are available to you as long as you are in this land. and it only comes if you have documents. That's why I keep on saying, if you have documents, you will never suffer. So don't listen to people who say that we suffer. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to encourage you to remain focused where you are and don't focus on how others are suffering here and there. It is not necessary, but rather try to learn from them. The exposure they receive in the diaspora, what are they learning? How can they bring that exposure to Africa? That's what we should be talking about. The exposure that we have of our children going to school free, having free books, having computers, having all those things is what we would want to bring to Africa without limiting ourselves as Africans and saying, oh, these people, they suffer. No, we don't suffer. A pound is equal to 22 kwacha. So if I can work 10 hours a day cleaning, that's 2,200. Why won't I do it? What is your problem? Why won't I do it? I will do it because I know that money will do something for me in Africa. It will buy me bricks. It will buy me whatever I need. It will buy me pieces of land. So please, guys, we are not suffering. Trust me. Those who say they are suffering, they are lying to you. And some of them, yes, they may be homeless. I remember there was a Zambian guy who was homeless and he died and everything. One thing you should also learn to know is that, the state in the Western world cannot just let you struggle like that. Sometimes they try to work with you. In most cases, they try to work with you. But you find that people will be told, okay, you don't have papers. Come and be signing at immigration for immigration to know that, you are still in the country. The moment this person, for example, they are arrested by immigration and say you don't have documents, come and be reporting every week so that we sort out your documents in this country. The moment they release them on bail, they run away. So how do you expect immigration to help you? And how do you expect to have papers? You'll be homeless. You will suffer because you've let yourself suffer like that, and you have allowed yourself to be where you are because you did not comply by the rules. If they tell you, some of us, we didn't have these things, they tell you come and sign that you don't have paper, will you go and sign? I'm here, I'm around, present. It's like a register. Oh, lilymutamztv, sign here, present. That's it, you go on with your business. After 1 month again, you go back, present, you go back. You focus on your life. Before you know it, they are buying also time for you to qualify because there are certain things that you need to qualify as well. And then they grant you your documents, and after they grant you your documents, you can start your life, go to school for free. University is free of charge. We go to university. Yes, they say that you pay loans. People say, hey, they get loans. Those loans you pay when you have a job. So, okay, after I have finished my graduate job, after collecting loans from the government for me to study, and then I only do cleaning. So the loan is almost as if they've just given it to you. Whenever you have a job that will be earning you £27,000 a year is when you start paying the loan back. Which cleaning job will give you 27,000? And when I have that money that I'm getting from the cleaning job, it's up to how I decide to use my money that will make. And when I receive that cleaning money, it's for me to do what I need to do in Africa. Not me using the money to show off, to live a luxurious life. Some people do that, they manage. But I've seen people who built mansions through cleaning jobs. No cleaning job in Africa can give you money for you to build a house. Lie. Not even a waitress can even afford to build a house. Here, you can be a waitress, you can be a cleaner, you can be any job. Yes, people will say, oh, they go and do donkey jobs abroad and they are there bragging to us. My brother, my sister, we didn't come to England to see the Queen. Me, I didn't come to England to see the Queen. I came here to see what I can do for myself back home. I didn't come here to see the sky, to admire snow. I came here to do what I need to do in order for me to invest in my country. So don't be there telling us how we are suffering, we don't even have money, all we do is brag on social media. When we show a little bit on social media, it's just to show you that life is good, but that doesn't mean that we are suffering. We are working hard for our businesses. We are working hard for investments. We are working hard to pay for people's school fees. We are working hard because we don't want to retire in poverty. We want to retire and say, yes, I toiled in England. I toiled in America. I toiled in Canada. I toiled in all these countries, and now I have a farm, and now I have a business. I have grandchildren who've gone to the best schools in the world because I toiled. Because what we are doing is what our forefathers should have done for us, but we are doing it ourselves. So allow us to suffer. Meanwhile, our suffering is pushing us to being successful people wherever we want to settle in life. It's a girl, lilymutamztv, also known as Diaspora. See you on my next video.
Thanks for watching my YouTube video. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button, and follow me on all social media platforms. It's simply at lilymutamztv.